Who's ever heard of Tacitus, the Roman senator, a historian and a philosopher and a wise man according to the Romans? And he's one of his most famous sayings is, the more corrupt the state, the more numerous its laws. Basically, he's saying the more they legislate, the more corrupt they are. So when this world was run by the British Empire, or prior to the first Commonwealth, when Callahan ruled, people legislated for themselves because they had a personal relationship with the Most High and he spoke to them in their hearts. They had a circumcised foreskin. So now people are detached by the Roman Catholic Church, which runs the European Union, which legislates every day. That's why Jesus says, my yoke is light. If you put the Bible on your head, you'll be able to swim. If you put the legislations on your head, you'll die. It'll flatten you. It's impossible to learn them all. So basically, the European Union is probably the most corrupt institution that has ever, that the earth ever had the misfortune to have graced it. To grace the earth. The misfortune. Because it is a misfortune to have the Dannon running things. Now here in Ireland, they're making new laws every day. Someone was telling me the other day they made loads of new laws about driving. They're definitely trying to dumb everybody down. They put fluoride in the water, make you stupid. Then that slows you down. They put all sorts of poisons in the food, that slows you down. The teachings in the schools are poison. That fucks you up altogether spiritually. And the women are poison. They won't produce any children. They want to be men. So clearly they're poisoned. Something's poisoned the mind. And they think that being a mad dyke, a butch dyke hating on men, they think that's feminism, when it's the exact opposite. Feminists, real true feminists, realise that they need a man to give them a baby, to fulfill their biological obligation to men, to women, most importantly to the Most High, to produce his inheritance, and to themselves. Because if I look at these, I feed them little bird feeders over there, and I feed the birdies, and they go out and they all make sure they scrap over the women, and whoever wins gets the women, gets the bird, and then they have loads of babies. But in this country now, they're going to kill their babies in their womb because of the poison that's in their head, because of the legislations, because it's corrupt. Everything is corrupt. So the Lord says when you become corrupt, basically, this is paraphrasing, these are not his exact words, but maybe they are. Maybe he's speaking through me, huh? Telling me in my heart, in our language that we speak today. Well, some of us. He says, maybe, I forget what I was going to say now with that waffle. Women, yeah, they won't produce any children. They're poisoned. They're poisoning their hearts. And they won't listen to their husbands. So they call in the gabbers and they make new laws to take children away. And if the children survive the womb, because it's now probably the most dangerous time for an infant ever to exist in history, because if they make it past the condom or the pill or the coil or something else, they'll have to run the gauntlet of the abortion clinic, and then they'll have to run the gauntlet of all the poisons in the food, and then they'll have to run the gauntlet of the women themselves when they throw a temper tantrum and say they don't want to have any children. Everything's been torn around. It's up on its head. It's asked about faceways, and if anyone points it out, they get labelled as mentally ill or something, or they get nicked for threatening and abusive behaviour. To speak the truth is threatening and abusive behaviour.